hello there and welcome. We are so delighted that you are here. We really wanted to just dive in today and introduce ourselves and share a little bit about what our intention is for this program that we're creating for men. So if we haven't met before, my name's Simone Denny and I have been a coach for about 20 years. More recently, I've trained in internal family systems, which is also known as parts work. And I've helped hundreds of people find their purpose in life, find their why, find what it is that lights them up. But more than that, I really work with people to help them to find out what is stopping you or standing in the way of you stepping into what it is you're here to do. And that is some of those survival patterns that we learned often from a young age, those saboteurs that get in the way, or those behavioral patterns that are stopping us feeling maybe that joy or stepping into that next level of ourselves. I just wanted to hand over to Scott and he can share a little bit about what he does in his space too.
Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, my name is Scott Taylor. I've been a facilitator, coach, a startup advisor, and more recently a leader of men's emotional leadership work. For the last 15 years have really shown me that there's a huge body of work to do this professionally in a leadership capacity. But really what I've been enjoying with the men's work that I've been doing for the last 7 years is really the personal exploration of how does this relate to yourself, myself, in a personal sense. How am I able to tap into my own emotional regulation, to feel more, to be present more, and how that really in turn allows me to be and do more in my life more presently. So I'm really excited to partner with Simi on this program and to bring my experience and wealth of knowledge, hopefully, into the mix.
Beautiful. I actually love what you said there. It's about who are you being, because many of you watching, you have ticked a lot of boxes in life. You are really successful. You maybe have built the business or created the career or bought the house, but it's how you're feeling day to day in yourself. And are you really thriving in that place of being? And are you being present to what is? Because that's a big part of the work that we're going to be doing. So both Scott and I wanted to share, what is our intention for opening up this container, inviting you into this program that's just for men. And for me personally, I feel really called to help people step into what they're here to do in a way that feels true to themselves. And when we look at a big study that was done by Bronnie Ware of the 5 regrets of the dying, she said that the number one regret is that people don't live a life that's true to themselves, that they're maybe living a life that someone else imagined for them. And the work that we're going to do is to really help you come home to yourself of what it is that you truly want, but also who are you beyond those patterns and programs and protective parts. And that's the work that we're going to uncover together, is to get that alignment in yourself, to feel that you are on your path, to have that clarity and confidence to step into creating that future that you really desire.
Thanks, Amy. Yeah, for me, I think my intention and energy goes towards personal resourcefulness, self-awareness. How are we aware of how we are showing up when we're at our best, maybe when we're not, and why is that? And as well as really diving into the vulnerability, the openness, and the connection that's needed to start feeling more, to get to know parts of ourselves that maybe we've locked away, parts of ourselves that potentially scare us, but really just be able to deep dive, hold space, and explore. And from that, really tangibly get to find ways forward and have the support and have it more than just a one-off and keep doing the work. Because as we've said, the work is the hard stuff. It's not easy. And I think part of it is showing up. I know we've talked about before with the men's group, it really is about the hardest part is saying yes and stepping up and showing up for yourself. A lot of men often talk a big game of saying, yes, I need to do that. I'll see you next week. And they're never heard from again. So we recognize that this is a big step.
Takes a lot of courage to step in, and I know a lot of you might even have just got to this step because somebody told you you should do this. Maybe it's a partner or another woman in your life, or someone who really cares for you. But at the end of the day, this has to be something that you want to do for you, because you have a clear why of why you want to do this work, whether it's to, as Scott said, feel more present, feel more joy, have more clarity, confidence, design a life that's really your own. But maybe just I would encourage you to spend a few moments of thinking, what is it that I really want for myself, and am I willing to show up for myself to get that? And our invitation is to, come and join us. We are normal people doing our own work on ourselves, and we're all in it together. And I think one of the most beautiful things about coming into a group is recognizing that we're all the same. We share a lot of the similar blocks and patterns, and it's very refreshing when we can name those and actually move through them together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we really hope that you can keep an eye on your email, and we will be sharing how you can join us on this program. If you've got any questions at all, just email Scott or myself, and we'd love to see you on the other side.